Hi, thanks for tuning in. I'm Cecilia Manella and I run Eternal Counseling and Wellness, and I hop on and share some mental health tips and tricks once a week. So thanks for tuning in. Today's topic I want to share about is your kids. So if you've got little ones around or medium-sized ones around or really tall ones around, this one's for you. These are for all the parents and the people who are mentors to young people. I want to chat about this idea of protecting our children. So I work with a lot of parents and I hear a lot of times about how parents want to protect their kids. And it comes from this really great and amazing and loving place where you want to manage and control maybe like what the information your kids are accessing. And we just want to protect them. And what that means is that we typically will shy away from conversations with our children because we want to protect them from the truth, the topic, whatever it is that you want to talk about. But let me tell you this. They're already exposed to the things that you're scared to talk to them about. With commercials on YouTube, with ads on YouTube, ads on social, in the games, in whatever it is, their access to the social network, something their friend might say at school or not at school or on a video game, whatever it is, they're potentially already been exposed to it. And when we think about not wanting to plant the seed of a topic, whether the topic is sex, whether it's about self-pleasure, whether it's about eating disorders or issues around food or body image issues or how we see ourselves or critical thoughts or anxiety, all these topics that we want to protect children from so much, we have this idea if we bring it up, then they're going to start to think about it. But kids are already thinking about it. Most of them are already thinking about it. They've either been exposed to it and don't understand it, or they're having something explained to them by somebody else, whether it's a friend with an older sibling or a friend who has access to different information. So I encourage you to step out of wanting to protect your children and sit in a position instead of giving them tools. And what tools are the most important thing, like the most important tool to give a child is the ability to be a critical thinker. It's the ability to see information, to hear something, and to critically think about it, to deconstruct it, to not just take it as it is, as truth all the time. So the best thing you can do is help your children be critical thinkers. How do you do this? Critical thinking really comes down to asking questions. It's about questioning things as much as possible. And it's questioning things potentially from a place of being really curious. So instead of trying to protect your children, let's say, from exposure around body image issues or dieting culture for young girls, and instead of trying to create these barriers around it, I encourage you to have conversations with them about it. So when something comes up, whether an ad comes up when they're watching YouTube or a commercial on TV about it, is to say things like, isn't that curious that there's an ad about dieting when you're watching a kids show? Isn't that curious that that is what's being shown to you? What do you think about that? And have a conversation about it, about is that inappropriate? Is it appropriate? Does that apply to you? Has anyone ever talked to you about this stuff before? Do you have any friends who are really struggling with this topic? Do you and your friends talk about dieting? Do you talk about your bodies in certain ways? And so it's coming at it from a place of being really curious, that's being prompted by something that's coming into the world already. That's how you teach critical thinking, that you empower them to question things as much as possible instead of taking things in without question. With the influx of social media and how much we're exposed to things, we're just taking in and consuming information and ads, and we're being targeted in so many ways with the algorithms, and none of us really know how the algorithms actually work. But what you can do is teach critical thinking skills. And that empowers kids to actually do this on their own when you're not around. Because you can't be around them 24/7. You can't be protecting them 24/7. So critical thinking skills allows your children to question what's happening around them. And that's the skill you want to teach them. That is the tool that you want them to have in their toolbox for the rest of their life. So I hope this was helpful. I wish you a great day and have fun questioning the world around you and teaching your kids or children that you have access to that you're mentoring how to be critical thinkers in this crazy, crazy world.